Hey, there are so many things I wish I knew before starting off on Amazon as a beginner. I mean, as an international, as a Nigerian, there's so many things I wish I knew before starting off on Amazon. I wish there was someone that could have, told me, oh, more, you have to do this or do that so you do not end up like this or end up like that. Well, luckily for you guys, I am going to be telling you things I wish I knew before I started so you don't fall into that same mistake or fall into that same trap. So in this video, I'm going to be detailing it all for you. Let's get right into the video. But before we get right into the video, please do hit the like button and do subscribe as I'll be taking along on my Amazon journey so you do not miss that. Let's get right into it. So I'm going to be reading from my notes because I noted everything down so I do not miss out on anything. That's how much I love you guys. I had to write on my notes. All right, so the first thing, when you start off on Amazon, there's a verification process and you're expected to print out some documents. Those are the documents you upload. You're expected to print it out for the verification process, which you're going to show to the representative from Amazon for the verification process, basically. So I started off as an individual. Well, so I started off as an individual, and the documents I uploaded were just my passport, my international passport, as well as my bank statement. Yes, now I printed out like a 6 months bank statement and all of that. And to think, no, rather, I submitted a 6 months bank statement, but I was thinking to myself, should I print it out? Should I not print it out? I mean, you know what? How long a 6 months bank statement is? It is quite long. It's a lot of transactions within that period. So I didn't really take much note of it. So on the day of the verification, I just had my international passport with me. But then I was reading through the site and I realized that, oh, you need to get your bank statement. So you could imagine how I was hurriedly trying to get the bank statement printed out on the day of the verification, just for me to realize that the bank statement wasn't even used. But please, disclaimer, please still go ahead to print out the bank statement just in case they ask you for yours. But during my verification process, I didn't necessarily need that. And then another thing as well was, on the Amazon site, it says for the professional, it's $39.99 USD dollars. Yeah, that's about that. There's a whole story behind that because I thought I was signed up for an individual account. However, I didn't realize I was on the professional account until I got charged. I'm going to put a link in the description so you can see my experience between switching from the professional and the individual account, so you can learn one or two things from that as well. Well, back to 39.99 USD. Yes, now as an international, as a Nigerian, 39.99 USD isn't necessarily 39.99 USD. There's some other charges as well. So if you're starting off on Amazon and you want to start on a professional account, please bear in mind that you have to have some extra dollars in your account because you'll be charged extra. So just have about $50 there about to be on the safe side. And this will apply for other internationals as well, for other foreigners that they want to go on get on Amazon that are not from US. So this will also apply. So ensure you have some extra dollars in the account if you're switching to professional, because 39.99 is not exactly 39.99 and there are other charges as well. Another thing I encountered was the individual and professional account. Like I mentioned earlier, I didn't realize that I was on the professional account. I was going to start off on individual account and take my time into it, because on individual account you don't get charged a monthly subscription fee. You get charged based on what you sell. So let's say on the very bad side, on the low side, for example, you don't sell anything in your first month or first 2 months, you don't get charged at all, because Amazon collects a fee for any product you sell. So you don't get charged on the individual. So you only get charged when you sell the product. However, on the professional, there's a monthly subscription fee. I didn't realize that I was on professional. And as a newbie, still trying to find my way around, I got charged. And I'm like, I didn't sign up for that. But anyways, I'm also going to link in this video. So if you're an individual or on the professional, and as a new beginner, you may want to start off on the individual because it gives you more time, to find your way around and know what's happening, basically, so you do not make that mistake I made as well. So definitely make sure to check what account or what plan you're on, if it's the individual or the professional plan. Now, this is another thing that almost put me in a bit of and that's GS1 barcodes. Now, I know there are other sites you can get your barcodes from. There's just one barcode. I think it's nationwide barcodes or so. I think I can't remember what it's called. However, on just one barcode is quite more expensive compared to nationwide. I mean, I see videos of people talking about the nationwide barcodes and how it's quite affordable and all of that. But I didn't want to take chances on my account. Especially as a beginner and as an international, I didn't want to take any chances on my account, so I went for the GS1 barcodes. Now, when you go on the GS1 barcodes, there's a part where it's based on nationality, so you select the country or the region you're from. I almost made that mistake of clicking on the GS1 Nigeria. Now, the GS1 Nigeria, because I felt, oh, I'm from Nigeria, so my country is Nigeria. However, it's advisable as a beginner, since you're selling the US, you go for the GS1 US. Yes, even if you're Nigerian or from any other country, you can still get the GS1 US barcodes. So please take note of that, so you do not get into any confusion during that process. You're welcome. I registered for the Canada, US, and the Canada, US, UK. I think Mexico. I think it was the US, Mexico, and Canada, I believe. Yeah, those were the three I signed up for. Now, listen carefully. Listen carefully. As a beginner, there are three marketplaces, quite alright. If you are listing products as a beginner, start off with the US market, because that is a very big market, and list under US. Because if you list under US, mistakenly list under Mexico, also mistakenly list under Canada, you're going to be charged fees for these three different marketplaces. So start off with the US and make sure your listing is under US and not under Canada or Mexico or any other country. So you need to pay close attention to that, so you do not make a mistake. So say you are on the professional account and you mistakenly or you purposely listed on the Canada, US, and other market, you're going to get charged a subscription fee for each of those markets. So please take note of that when you're starting off to sell your products or goods on Amazon. Now, this is a bit out of Amazon. This is something I wish I had known earlier, which was the China bank holidays. Now, during the China holiday periods, your products can't be shipped out. Production doesn't take place because everyone is resting basically during that period. So I was all excited, getting pumped and all. I paid in my first deposit into a supply. Oh, and bonus tip as well. Starting off as a beginner, because of course you may not really know the supplier or trust the supplier, you can speak to your supplier and tell them, okay, let me pay installmentally, meaning I paid the first installment now and then give you the second installment once you're done with the production of my goods. Yep, so that is a bonus. So going back, for China bank holidays, take note of your timing as well, because during the China bank holidays, no production, no shipping, nothing happens. Now, when I was doing mine, I didn't realize, and I paid just a day before the China bank holiday. So you can imagine that period, those 4-day period, because we're on a 4-day holiday, that period of suspense, like, I've paid money. And these people are not responding, they are not working, they're not manufacturing, nothing. So me and my neighbor girl, I don't play my money basically. So just be sure they're not on any holiday and everything is going smoothly basically. So you don't start thinking, I should have waited, or I should have planned myself properly. When they say they're on holiday, just wait until they're done with the holiday so everything can go as planned, because you may have a schedule or a target you're trying to meet, so everything just flows properly. You get what I mean? Now, I think with these 2 points of mine, I've been able to tell you some things you should be aware of when starting off your Amazon channel. When starting off your Amazon journey. So I am still on the Amazon journey and there'll likely be a part 2, but for now, enjoy the part 1 and thank you for sticking with me through to the end of this video. And if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Please hit the like and subscribe button so you keep getting amazing content like this on your timeline, and also turn on post notifications so you'll be the first person to know when I drop a video, an Amazon video on my channel. Thank you for sticking with me, and see you in my next video. Bye. Oh yeah, also if you wanted to know more details about the individual and the professional account, I am going to link it in my description. I'm not very sure if the video will be out by then, but just in case not in the description, remind me. I'll put it in the description because I'm going to shoot that video now so you can have access to it. Thank you.